Okay, so now we got to determine how many shims got to go in here in the cover to preload the bearing properly. And how you do that is you got to bolt the cover on, and then you measure the gap between the cover and the housing, and then you use calculation to figure out your shim pack, which is basically 3 to 5 thousandths less than your measurement. Okay, we got our cover on, and we predetermined off camera that our gap is 20 thousandths, and how you determine that is you just put the cover on, and you tighten these bolts up hand tight, and basically eliminate any end play you got by just wiggling the shaft. And then you set up your shim pack for 3 thousandths to 5 thousandths less than the gap you measured here. Okay, you got the shim pack you got to determine. We're going to go 15 thousandths, which is a brown, which is 10, and a blue that is 5, and orange, if we needed it, that would be 2. And we're going to shim it up with them shims there. Okay, we got a big difference here in our motor pilots. This one's like it measures an 1/8. That one measures like a 1/4. And that pilot's what's used to preload the bearing. The one we took apart didn't have a shim in it. This one shows a shim in there, so of course with this one we're not going to preload the bearing if that was what the difference in the height was for. So we had to make us up a little shim washer like they got in here. So we'll have to do that next. Yep. Okay, so here's our little thrust washer we made up. It's not perfectly ground flat or nothing like that, but I guess it's better than nothing. That'll just sit in there, push down on the cone or the cup, get our bearing preloaded, and we'll see what we need for shim gaskets or shims there to preload that next. We ended up with 2 thin ones and 1 thick one to get the proper preload on the bearing. Okay, we have a little setback on the winch project here. This motor we bought from Surplus Center. We just picked the same displacement. This is an Eaton motor, which is around $800. And this is a Surplus Center motor that's around $150. But this one has got a valve port in it here that's messing us up. So as we apply oil, basically our passage is all connected, and all we do is just deadhead and nothing turns. So we either got to get a blockout plug for that to make it work like a normal one, or maybe we got to send it back or something. Plus, you guys going to do some checking. But it didn't say anything about it in the book that it was a valve one. So, did a bunch of crazy work here changing the pilot depths. Probably ain't going to make a difference now. Who knows? So we'll see what happens. Okay. You got the motor switched out here, and I was going to plumbed up the power unit. And we'll see her under power. Coaster guy's got the winch all operational. He's got to get some fittings. He wants to have quick couplers right at the winch hydraulic motor. And then he's home dreaming up his plate arrangement, how he's going to lay that out. He wants to have one of the little fair leads mounted on the front to guide the rope. He's going to use this synthetic rope stuff instead of regular wire rope, which is probably a good idea. And he's got this hook, all crap from Harbor Freight. Makes it project economical as you can make it. I don't know how much this is, 80 feet, should be plenty. So stay tuned for the next part.